Is Selena Gomez already pregnant with Justin's child?
Ooh, Renee, I have so much to tell you and the viewers at home, but we're about to spill all the tea right now on Rumor Patrol.
Okay, Emil, are you telling me that Selena Gomez is already pregnant with Justin Bieber's baby when they just got back together, maybe if they're even together?
Renee, okay, they are together, but I was walking through the grocery store and, getting my groceries, and then I see in the checkout line, this little doohickey. And I had to buy it. So, the rumor from this episode comes from Life and Style with the headline, Selena is going to be a pregnant bride, brought back together by faith and fate 3 years after they split. The wedding, the dress, and the baby name. Plus, the pastor tells all.
The baby name? If she got pregnant, this just happened. Kim Kardashian is still trying to pick a name for her baby, and the surrogate's about due. There's no way you're pregnant and you're like, I know what the baby's name is going to be.
Well, in the article, they did talk about how, she was thinking like a J name because of Justin. Anyway, here's the thing. Life and Style isn't really the most reputable source, but, I know, right? Shocking. However, the pastor is quoted a lot in here, so I guess the pastor doesn't know not to talk to Life and Style, because Pastor Carl Lentz is literally all throughout the article, not talking about marriage or baby, but just how they've grown in their faith and all these different things. But let's talk about what you really want to hear about. Okay. So according to Life and Style, like I said, Selena's going to be a pregnant bride. The article talks about the rekindling of Justin and Selena and how they're living life like there is no tomorrow. So 2 sources exclusively tell Life and Style that they're making plans to get married and start a family as soon as possible. They're moving awfully fast, but Selena's health scare has given her more reason to live than ever, says an insider who expects Selena to be a pregnant bride. She doesn't want to waste another precious second. They talked about eloping, but now she wants a grand wedding.
Okay. I would just like to start off by saying they're trying to live like there's no tomorrow. She's pregnant and they're planning a wedding. They are not living like there's no tomorrow. Okay. They're living like they're going to spend the rest of their lives together.
But, so here's the thing. The part where they said living like no tomorrow, that was me.
Oh, that was an Emil comment.
I said that. However, I guess the whole point of it is, and we'll talk about this a little later, but the whole point of it is, since she had the kidney transplant, remember when Justin was quoted as saying possibly that he reconnected with her because he couldn't imagine living without her?
Yeah.
So I guess that's the whole thing. They can't imagine living without, and they kind of want to just make sure they accomplish as much as possible together because tomorrow's not promised. Okay, but here's the next part. The article went on to say that Selena's family plan was always to marry in her mid-20s and start having children soon after. She always said she wanted to be a young mom, and apparently Justin wants to be a young dad and wants to be married by 25. This is all from this right here, guys.
Well, let's be honest with ourselves for a second. If she wants a grand wedding, that typically means that she would need guests at her wedding, and according to her family, they will not be there if it's Justin Bieber.
Oh, yeah, they talk about the family too.
The family was not happy. In the last story where we talked about this, her family was not having it with her and Justin being back, and I can't see them at the wedding. Also, T Swizzle didn't approve of their relationship when they were together. Who's gonna be at this wedding?
No, you're right, but here's the thing, they've both grown a lot since then, and I truly believe that time changes things. I know that things were rough in the early stages of the relationship. Sorry, I don't want to show this Newport ad. But I want to point out this other part in the story. I love actually having the magazine reference this week. They both love kids so much is what it says right here. And they talk about how they both have the younger siblings. Renee's not having it at all.
These pictures.
Guys, you don't understand. Low-key, I was really excited to read this article. They got me. They actually got me.
You bought it. $3.99, great price.
No, but here's the thing. I understand the part where, she had the kidney transplant, and that's one thing. I understand how they may be in love and how, when you're in love, you want to escalate things. I don't necessarily think that there's any exclusive or insider who knows enough about their new relationship to be able to tell them this, and I definitely don't think that them being so, I don't want to say being young because I'm from Georgia and people in Georgia get married at 21 and have babies by 22 or even earlier, so that doesn't bother me. However, because they're Selena and Justin and they have huge careers ahead of them, I just don't know if necessarily having a child and getting married is the right step when they just got back together. She just broke up with The Weeknd. They're just getting, or at least...
Justin.
I can't. But they're getting their lives back on track. I'm rambling, but you get what I'm saying.
I totally get what you're saying, but you just like never know with them, because not in a million years did I predict that Abel and Selena would break up and then immediately she'd be back together with Justin Bieber.
With God, anything is possible. So, is Selena rushing to marry Justin Bieber while pregnant? This is so
maybe.
What? But before you go, click left to find out if Kim and Kanye are really divorcing.
And click to the right to see if The Weeknd is desperately trying to get Bella Hadid back.